commercials or cocktails or whatever you're trying to sell.
Okay, and let me, before we continue on any of that, let me just say something. I think the biggest winners and the biggest people I'm happy for in Edmonton are the restaurant owners, are the bar owners, are the food industry that has taken such a hit for the last 4 to 5 years since the pandemic. They really needed something like this. Like, there's no question about it. And that is where I'm the most happiest for. There's a few players that will actually, if the Oilers win, I'll be mostly happy for. But I'm really happy for the industry that it needed, that took that hit.
Even here in Calgary, I've been talking to some bar owners. I've been doing some research, going out, having a drink, talking to the bar owners. It's, what we do as intrepid reporters. But, and they've said even here, right? People love to people love to have a heel. And people in Calgary are loving cheering for the Florida Panthers and sort of sticking it in Edmonton's face. So they're getting people coming out to buy a drink to almost cheer against Edmonton. So even in Calgary, the industry's seeing a lot more people coming out now in mid-June than they usually would.
Yeah. And see, I would love to see more of that like have the more bars, restaurants, broadcasters lean into that. I think you can look at what this playoff the Stanley Cup final has been, and with it Oilers coming back from being down 3-0, and you can look at that, the historic of it. I still don't want them to finish the story. I still want them to lose on Monday, because that I can't. Like my fandom can't handle that. And to the amount of pushing of, well, you have to because they're the Canadian team. Fuck that. Like, honestly, it is. I am a Canucks fan. This isn't Canada versus the US. This is Edmonton versus Florida. And every time that you try and make it Canada versus the US, you're completely missing
if that's what you want, the Four Nations Cup is coming next season.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Like we got Copa America on right now, and Canada played against Argentina. That's a Canadian team. That's a national team. This isn't Canada's national team.
And the World Championships just finished a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But
right?
Sean,
so
the big reason I think you're not seeing anyone take that position is because the advertising dollars, like Boston Pizza is doing Canada's team, you can't kind of come out from a local perspective saying, screw that, cut to commercial, and it's Canada's team, Coors Light supports them, right? So I think everyone's kind of got to toe that line of where the money is.
I mean,
yeah. Go ahead, Sean.
Yes, but then it's also like you've got you've got some media members who are just like pushing it and acting all upset that there are people not like cheering for the Oilers, and it's just like.
But again, I think at least the people I'm thinking of are employed by national media.
Yeah,
national media.
Yeah, it's
but that's the whole thing. Is lean into the heelish aspect. You can there's some smart people out there, way smarter than me, to try and figure out how you can do that while like get people out there to cheer for the Oilers, against the Oilers, all that, and it creates a better vibe wherever you go. It creates a better vibe when you're watching the game. Like you
so tomorrow night, watch Sean's live stream as he bashes the Oilers.
What you want is emotional investment, and like
it's true.
My rivalry, sports hatred for the Oilers has me emotionally invested and yelling at the screen like I would, close to what I would for a Canucks game.
Well, that's it. Normally, I wouldn't care about the last two teams right now.
Exactly. So the fact that they haven't found a way to lean into that and be creative instead of just being a lame Canada's team, which died in 2011. Let's remember this. When the national media decided to choose the Boston Bruins, the Marchand-led Boston Bruins, over a Canadian team, the Vancouver Canucks, it died. And now they're trying to revive it because, oh my God, McJesus is on this team. Like, come on. Like, that's my biggest issue. And yes, you can call me a bitter, petty Canucks fan, and I will wear that hat. I am wearing the Canucks hat right now. But, like, that's what it is. And sports is full of bitterness and pettiness. That's what kind of makes it what it is. This isn't we're going to camp or singing Kumbaya by the fire and they holding hands and all that. No. This is competition. I do not want to see another Canadian team win the Stanley Cup except mine.
Amen, brother.